Hello students. So we know that our test is upcoming. So you need to prepare for the test very well. You need to start reading from the beginning. Although all these parabola may not come out because we are just introducing it. But at least from the beginning to equation of circle, okay, I can even exclude equation of circle from our first test. So you can read it from the beginning to equation of a line. So please prepare. The test will be in two phases. The first one is online, which is objective. The second one is a written test, which you are going to do in school. That is 20 marks, making 40 for your CA. So let us start the class. Good day to you. Today we shall be talking on parabola. If they say that a parabola is the locus of point which moves in such a way that its distance from a fixed point, that fixed point is called focus, is equal to its distance from a fixed line. That fixed line is directrix. That is, it's a locus, or there is a set of points that moves in such a way that the distance from a fixed point. Look, this is the parabola. This is the focus. This is the line. This is a fixed line they are talking about. So they I say that any point that will pick on this curve here, the distance, this one, will be equal to this one. Is distance from a fixed point is equal to its distance from a fixed line anywhere on this line. So they will be equal. That is what they mean by parabola. Generally, parabola is a quadratic function. That is, function with that has x squared or y squared. Generally, is what we call parabola. So in our normal quadratic, we know we normally have it like this or like this. You can have it like this or like this. All these are what we call parabola. Now, this is let me explain these directives further. Let's assume that this is parabola. It has the factors at origin here. This is the factors here. This edge. It has the vertex at origin. Suppose that this place is point A. That point A is the focus here. We will say that it is A, 0. If you have another place here that is having A here, that is having A, this one will become minus A. So the length will be the same. That is, this place and this place will be equal. So if you can draw a straight line here on this negative A, you know we have the positive A here. On this negative A, then this straight line is called directrix. This is what they mean by directrix. And this place is the focus. So this point is also the focus. Depends on where the parabola is facing, because the parabola can face like this too. When the parabola is facing this place, definitely this place will be the focus, and the line that is there will be directrix. Now, equation of a parabola. We are considering when the parabola is when the vertex of the parabola is at origin. This is the vertex of the parabola. When it's at origin, what will be the equation of the parabola? So the equation of the parabola is given as y squared equal to 4ax. And the equation of this directrix, when we use formula of finding the equation of a line, we can get, because this directrix passes through this point. This point will be called point minus A, 0. It passes through this point. And also this point will have been A, y. Minus A, y. Then we use equation of a line. We are going to arrive at this. So this is equation of a parabola. This is equation of directrix. And if we use the definition, which says this point here, this line and this line are equal to each other, when we use the definition, we are going to get this equation of a parabola. Now let's take example. Or before that, parabola can look like this. When it looks like this, the equation of the parabola is given as this. y square is equal to 4as, just like what we have here. But if the parabola moves to the other side there, don't mind my drawing, if it moves to the other side there, so we are going to have y square is equal to minus 4as as our equation of parabola. But when the parabola moves up like this, we are familiar with this one. So our answer is the equation of the parabola is s squared is equal to 4ay. And when it moves like this, we are going to have that our answer is the equation of the parabola is minus s squared is equal to minus 4ay. We need to take note of this, but mostly we normally consider this one as the general case. Now let's take example. Before we take example, let's quickly consider this. It's also important when it comes to parabola. Latus rectum of a parabola. If they say that latus rectum of a parabola, we will consider this parabola. This is the focus A. If you can draw a straight line here, that is perpendicular to this x-axis here. You can draw a straight line. This straight line will become what we call a chord. This is a chord. So this chord here, that is perpendicular to this x-axis here, is what we call latus rectum. So this latus is a Latin word which simply means side. So we cannot define latus rectum as the chord of a parabola that passes through the focus. This is a chord that passes through this focus A and also perpendicular to the axis, either x-axis or y-axis. That is latus rectum. And there's what we call semi-latus rectum. So semi-latus rectum is just the half of the what? Half of the latus rectum. This latus rectum, half of it. So latus rectum is found to be equal to 4a. A is the point on the focus, while semi is equal to half of it, which is 2a. So we should take note of this, and we cannot take example 1. Find the equation of a parabola that the focus is at point 4, 0. So that is point A, 0. So we should now know that our A is equal to 4. Since our A is equal to 4, to find the equation of a parabola, we need just the A. Then we now recall our formula. Our formula is y squared is equal to 4ax. Therefore, y squared is equal to 4. Our A is 4. Then our x is there. So that our answer is equal to 16x. Therefore, equation of this parabola is y squared equal to 16x. Another thing that is very important in this thing is you'll be given this one. You'll be asked to find the focus and the directrix from it. Let's assume that we are given example 2. We are asked to find the focus point and the directrix line of this parabola. How do we do that? We first need to recall. We just need to recall that y squared is equal to 4as is our equation of a line, equation of a parabola. Then we'll compare. This is our y squared. If you know that this race will become 4a, because this is 28, this is 4as, our y squared is there. We can now conclude that therefore our 4a is equal to 28. From this place we will know our a. Our a is 4. So since we have known our a to be 4, then we can go ahead and find whatever they ask us to find. They say find the focus point. This is the focus point. Or we can simply express it as 4, 0. The next question says find the directrix line. What will be the directrix line? The directrix will be given as s plus a equal to 0. So which is s plus our a is 4 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the directrix. Consider a case whereby the vertex is at origin. Now, can we now have a case whereby vertex is not at origin? Something like this. Let's say we have this. Before we have been considering this, the vertex is at origin. Let's say that the vertex is somewhere here, which is point S1, Y1. So that is what we are considering. And from that place, we still have point A to be our focus. So initially, our focus has been expressing as A, 0, but something has been added to it. Point S and Y has been added to it. So in this case now, the directrix too, something has been added to it. This is point A, so something has been added to it. From that place, our focus will now change. Instead of A, 0, it will just be S and Y has been added to it. It will be A plus X1, Y1. So that will be our focus. So also for our vertex is given already to be S1, Y1, because it has changed. The directrix too will change. Normally, the directrix before was this. This is the equation of the directrix initially. So equation of the directrix will now change. So let me put it like this: the directrix will just be S plus A. S plus A plus X1. Minus X1 equal to 0. So this will be the equation of the directrix. Let's take example pertaining to this. Okay, we still have more. Equation of the parabola too will change. Equation of the parabola, it will also change to, before we have y square is equal to 4as, but because it has been exceeded by y1 and x1, so the equation of the parabola when the vertex is at this point would now become y minus y1 squared instead of ordinary y squared equal to 4a into, instead of ordinary s, it will be x minus x1. So this is the equation of parabola when the vertex is no more at origin. But when the vertex is at origin, we can quickly say that is equal to y squared is equal to 4ax. Let's take this example. Find the equation of a parabola having vertex this and focus this. We want to find it. You only need to recall. Don't let me bring it back. You only need to recall that the vertex has been given to be x1, y1. And the vertex is this. If you compare, you see that your s1 is 4. Your y1 is minus 2. If you compare. Also, the focus has been given as a plus x1, y1. And here they said the focus is 7, minus 2. Definitely a plus s1 will be equal to 7. This one. Then y1 is equal to minus 2, just like this. And we have known our x1 from this place. So this will just be a plus x1. Our s1 is 4 equal to 7. Therefore, our a is 3. That is 7 minus 4. So we have known our x1, we have known our y1, we have known our a. Then the questioner says we should find the equation of parabola. So the equation is given as this, if you can recall or you rewind, is given as this when the vertex is no more at origin. So it's given as this. Our answer will be y minus y1. Our y1 is minus 2. It will make this place to be plus 2. All square equal to 4a. Our a is 3 into s minus x1. Our s1 is 4. Now, if you expand this left-hand side, you should have y squared plus 4y plus 4 equal to, if you expand this one, you should have 12x minus 12 times 4. That should be 48. From that place, we are going to have y squared plus 4y. If you bring this one in, that will become minus 12x plus, if you bring minus 48, it will become plus 48. Then 4 plus 48 will give me 52 is equal to 0. So this is the required equation of the parabola. Another example on this. Find the equation of the parabola. Okay, write the equation of the parabola this in its canonical form. Hence, find the coordinate of the vectors and the focus. Find also the equation of the directrix. Now, if they say that this equation, canonical form of equation of parabola, is just giving the normal equation of parabola, which is of this form, that is, express this thing in terms of this. Now, we are given y squared minus 10y minus 16s minus 23 equal to 0. To start, we are going to make use of the completing the square method. That's what we are going to make use of. And before anything, you take this x and this constant to the other side. So that here you are going to have y squared minus 10y is equal to 16s plus 23. When you take this to the other side, now you apply completing the square here. That is, you add square of half of this 10 to both sides. Like this. This is 10. Half of 10 is 5. So you add 5 square to it. As you have added 5 square to this place, you must add it to this place too. 5 squared. So that the whole of this one will become y minus 5 all squared equal to, this one will give me 48. Then we are going to have 16s plus 48. From that place, if you make 16, if you factorize out 16 into, it will be 16 into s plus 3. So you can answer that we have expressed it in this format. It has been in this format. That means we have expressed it in its canonical form. Now the question now says we should find the coordinate of the vectors. That is, we should know our x1. If you compare it to this one, you see that our y1 is 5. If you compare it to this, you see that our s1 here is minus, here is plus. So the minus will affect. Our s1 is minus 3. Also, this side is 4a and this side is 16. So we can say that 4a is equal to 16. Making a desired formula, a will be equal to 4. Since our a is 4, then we can go ahead and find all this. Find the coordinate of the vectors. Then the vectors. The vectors is s1, y1. That is minus 3, 5. The focus is a plus s1, y1. A plus s1, this plus this, minus 3 plus 4. That is 1, y1. Our y1 is 5. And finally, we are asked to find the directrix, equation of the directrix. That one is s plus a minus x1 equal to 0. That is s plus, our a is 4 minus, our s1 is minus 3, making this place will be plus 3. Then our answer will become s plus 7 equal to 0. So that's our answer. So this is the equation of the directrix. So we have solved this correctly. If question asks you to find Latos Renton semi-latus rentum. So you just use this formula, which is 4a. Semi is 2a. For this question, latus rentum is let me use LR. Latus rentum is 4a, which is 4 times our a is 4 there, which is 16. So that is the latus rentum. So generally we can see that the one beside this place is our latus rentum. We are dealing with equation of tangent and normal to parabola. As you all know, if they say that tangent, let's say this is a parabola, a straight line that touches this parabola at one place is what we call this is tangent. So this is tangent. If they not say that normal, if you can find a perpendicular line here, this is normal. So we recall from our formula 4ax, this is equation of tangent, equation of parabola. Now from that side we can deduce our equation of tangent. Equation of tangent, this is y square, so this will be y into y1. Let's say this point is point s1 comma y1, that is point of contact, equal to 2a into s plus x1, because this one can become y times y. This one can become 2a into s plus x. So I cannot turn this place to be y1, this place to be s1. So that is the equation of the tangent. For normal at point s1 comma y1, at s1 comma y1, at x1 comma y1, the equation of normal is given as y minus y1 is over x minus x1. All of these are obtained from normal equation of a straight line. This is equal to the gradient. The gradient is y1 over 2a. So this is formula of finding equation of tangent, and this is formula of finding equation of normal. So let's take example. To find equation of tangent and normal to this parabola. At point 4 comma 6. So solution, our s1 comma y1 is given to be 4 comma 6. That is a point of contact. The first one says tangent. The tangent is given as y1 equal to equal to 2a into s plus x1. The question is, what is our a? We have known our y1 and x1. This is our x1, this is our y1. We only need to know our a. Then from this place, we can know our a. We know that if you compare it to y square equal to 4ax, you see that your 4a is equal to 9. Therefore, a will be equal to 9 divided by 4. That is our a. Now I cannot come to this place. Therefore, the equation becomes y into y1. Our y1 is 6 is equal to 2a. Our a is 9 over 4 into s plus x1. This is our s1, which is 4. From that place, we should have 6y equal to, this should be 9 over 2 into s plus 4. Then I will not teach you how to simplify this. But finally, when you simplify, we should have 4y minus 3s equal to 12. So this is the equation of the tangent. To find the equation of the normal, so the formula is given as y minus y1 over s minus s1, has been given before, is equal to y1 over 2a. Just like what I give you here. This is a tangent, this is a normal. All we need to do is just to know what are the values of all these points here. So we now have y minus our y1. This is our y1. Our y1 is 6, our s1 is 4, and our a is 9 over 4. Let's substitute everything. So this is y minus 6 over s minus x1. Our s1 is 4 equal to minus y1 minus 6 over 2a. Our a is 9 over 4. No, this will simply give me 2 times 9. 9 over 2. Then let's cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you are going to have 9 over 2 into y minus 6 is equal to minus 6 into x minus 4. Then we need to simplify this too, but I will not teach you how to simplify it. But when you simplify it, you should get 3y plus 4x is equal to 34. So this is the equation of the tangent, this is the equation of the normal, while this is the equation of the tangent to this parabola. And for you to be sure that your answer is correct, you see that they look alike. They must look alike. And their coefficient will interchange, and there will be their signs will also interchange. You can see this is 4y. 4 is beside y, 4 will be beside s here. 3 is beside s, 3 will be beside. That's how to know you have found equation of tangent and normal correctly. Another question, find the equation of tangent and normal to this parabola at this point. Now, the first thing is we need to know what is our a. We know that 4a will be equal, if you compare it to y squared is equal to 4ax. Definitely our 4a, if you compare it, our 4 will be equal to 16, a will be equal to 4. So we have known our a. I can now move to my equation. Also, my s1, y1 is 4, 8. That means our s1 is 4, our y1 is 8. From that place, we can find equation of tangent. For tangent, we have y1 equal to 2a into s plus x1. So we have y into y1, our y1 is 8, equal to 2a, our a is 4, into s plus x1. Our x1 is 4. You see 2 times 4 is 8. It will cancel this one. What we have left is y is equal to s plus 4, or y minus s is equal to 4. So that is the equation of the tangent. For the normal, so we have known that that one is y minus y1 over s minus x1 is equal to minus y1 over 2a. This is y minus y1. Our y1 is 8 over, that's our y1, this is our s1. S minus x1, our s1 is 4, equal to minus y1, that is minus 8 over 2 into 8. 2 into a, our a is 4. So they will cancel each other. We have minus 1. Then we can cross multiply, so that we have y minus 8 is equal to minus 1 into s minus 4. If you expand, you have plus 4. Then finally, when this one comes here, we have plus s. When this one goes there, we have 12. 4 plus 8, 12. So this is the equation of the normal, and this is the equation of the tangent. Another interesting question on tangent, equation of tangent to parabola. At the intersection of this line and this parabola, drawn at tangents of the parabola, find the angle between the tangent lines, area of the triangle formed by the tangent. In fact, before we go to that, let us first consider this thing, this statement. Intersection of this line and this line. Let us first know their intersection. And I've said anytime they mention intersection, they simply means simultaneous equation. Now, from y minus 2s plus 8 is equal to 0. If you make y the zero formula, you are going to have 2x minus 8. Let's keep that. I will not substitute it here. Anywhere I see y, I'll put it as 2s minus 8. So that our y square will be 2s minus 8 all square equal to ax. So let's say y square equal to as will become this. Now we now need to expand this left hand side. When we expand it, we should have 4x squared minus 32x plus 64 equal to 8x. Then we simplify further. When we simplify further, it will give me x squared minus 40s, because when 8 comes here, we have minus 8. Minus 32 minus 8 is minus 40 plus 64 equal to 0. 4 can go. We divide both sides by 4. This will be 10. If I divide this one by 4, I will have 16 equal to 0. It leads to simultaneous equation. So in that case, I can say that if I solve the simultaneous equation, I will say the quadratic equation, sorry. I have s is equal to 2 or s is equal to 8. Those are the two values that I got. So I can now say that my s1 is 2 and my s2 is 8. So these are the values. Let me now find y1 and y2. I'll get that from this place. From y equal to 2x minus 8. If x1 is 2, what will be our y1? That is 2 into 2 minus 8. And that should be minus 4. So in that case, we should have 2, minus 4. Also, if s2 is 8, the second one that we got here, y2 will be equal to 2 into 8 minus 8. That should be 8. So our answer is 8, 8. So these are the points of intersection of those points. So therefore, the points of intersections will be, they will be A 2, minus 4 and then B 8, 8. Now, if you want to practicalize it, I can say that if you want to practicalize it, I can write it like this. This is the equation of the parabola. So this is point 8, 8. While let's say this place is point 2, minus 4. So the questioner says at this point, they draw the tangent of a circle, of this parabola. They draw the tangent. Let me say this is point C. They draw this tangent. There is a line here. So there is a line here. So the question, this is this parabola, y square is equal to 8x. This is the line we are talking about. The line that is given to us in the question. The line is y minus 2s plus 8 equal to 0. Now, the question is, can we know this point C? We are coming there. Now, let's first find the first question. The first question says we should find the angle between the tangent lines. Now, to find the angle between the tangent lines, we need to know the tangent of the circle. Now, let's find tangent at each point, at point 2, minus 4. Let me say this is point A, this is point B. Tangent at point 2, minus 4. The formula is y1 equal to 2a into s plus x1. We need to know our a. 4a is equal to 8. Therefore, a will be equal to 2. Let's keep that. I can now find this y into y1. Our y1 is minus 4 equal to 2a. Our a is 2 into s plus x1. Our s1 is 2. From that place, this 4 will cancel this 4. What we are going to have left is y equal to this. There's minus here, it will be minus s minus 2. Let me start it. So this is equation of tangent, this one. So I can label this one as y equal to minus x minus 2. So I have found that. Or I can bring everything in to become this. It's still the same thing. Also, I need to know the equation of this tangent too. Why am I even looking for this equation of this tangent? Because they asked me to find the angle between these two lines. And the angle between these two lines needs the gradient. So we need to find the gradient. And the only way is to know the equation. If you have known the equation, then we can find the gradient. Because here, the one gradient will be equal to minus 1. The one beside x. Also, tangent, we need to know the tangent again at the second point, at point 8, 8. We need to know it too. This place, we need to know equation of that tangent. So we use the formula y into y1. y1 is 8 equal to 2a. Our a is obtained here to be 2 into s plus x1. Our s1 is still 8. You observe that this will cancel this, is 2. This is 4. 4 cancel 8 is 2. So we have that 2y is equal to s plus 8. From that place, if you make y the zero formula, y will be equal to x over 2 plus 4. So in that case, our m is equal to half. I've told you which one is our m1 and which one is our m2. This is our m1 because it's greater than this. So let's take this as our m2. So the tangent to the circle, the angle between the two lines, if you can still remember, is y is this. So this is the angle between the two lines. So we need to substitute everything there, so that our theta becomes arctan m1, this is half, minus m2. Our m2 is minus 1. So it will now become plus 1 divided by 1 plus m1 times m2. So this is arctan. This will give me 3 over 2 divided by, this is half times minus 1 is still minus half. 1 minus half is half plus half. So that our answer there will be arctan 3. If you cancel, it will be arctan 3. And if you use your calculator here, our answer is 71.57 degrees. So that is the angle between these two tangent lines. And don't forget, this place is 2y equal to s plus 8 is the equation of the tangent. Finally, the question says you should find area of the triangle formed. Area of this triangle. In order to know the area of this triangle, we need to know this point C here. And what is point C here? Point C will be the point of intersection of these two lines. So that means to know this point C, we have to know the point of intersection. So for C now, we need to solve the two equations, minus this and the second one, s over 2 plus 4. We need to solve them simultaneously. So we need to solve it to know the point of contact. And how do you solve this? We just need to subtract. If you subtract the two equations, you are going to have s this. If you subtract, this way will become plus, this one too will become plus, is equal to 0. Then multiply both sides by 2. This will be s plus 8 plus 2s plus 4 is equal to 0. So from that place, our s is equal to minus 4. So since we have known our s to be minus 4, Then we need to know our y. We can just come here. Our y is equal to minus 4 over 2 because s is minus 4. You can use any of the two equations. Plus 4. So this will give me 2. So in that case, what we have there is 4 comma minus 4 comma 2. That's our point C. So this place is minus 4 comma 2 is the point of intersection. So the question now is that we are now finding the area of this triangle. So we are now finding the area of triangle ABC. Our A once again is 2 comma minus 4. Our B is 8 comma 8. And our point C is minus 4 comma 2. So we can now use the area. If you can still remember, area is equal to this, if you can still remember. So we now need to substitute those values. These are S1, these are Y1, S2, Y2, S3, Y3. Or you can arrange it anyhow you like. So when we substitute those values, we are going to have this as our answer when we have substituted all those values. So that is the final answer. Is the required area of this triangle ABC. Do have a nice day. We'll meet in the next class.